work from home on most days. I personally love to cook, but I don't get the time to cook every day. But I keep a very close eye on everything that's going into the kitchen and everything that is coming out of the kitchen. Team from Borosil? Yes. Oh my God, you're early. Come on, come in. Is this the mice? All right, good. Come, make yourselves at home. I'm still working on the news. So if you give me a few minutes to just finish, the kitchen is that way. Get some coffee. You can start working and then I'll come and hang with you, okay? Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Thank you for waiting. That's finally done. So this is normally what my mornings are like. I sit down with the news, I keep an eye on the house, get my son ready for school, and keep a very close eye on what's going on in the kitchen. Some days are a little more chaotic, depending on what's happening in the house and what's happening in the world. But I keep a very close eye on everything that's coming in and out of my kitchen. So the kitchen has turned into a very functional space. It's not a creative space. I've been meaning to make a lot of changes, but I have not got around to doing it. So maybe today is the day for that kitchen connection where we can make those changes. Hi. Hello. Okay, so yeah, feels like odd to have people checking out my kitchen. So this is a kitchen. This is where we keep some of the extra rations. The rations are on this side. Appliances are mostly built in. A lot of steel utensils. Also, I got because this way you can see the tops of these dabbas are clear. So you can see what's in the boxes. So you like it that? I like it that way. I like this also this way. I think the challenge with our kitchens is because counter space is so less. So my challenge has always been if you put an air fryer here, it'll eat up this entire space. And I prefer to have the counter always clear and clean. We keep our coffee and tea up here. So I use very basic designs so that I can replace quickly.
So we have some amazing ideas to set up your pantry. We plan to use these Borosil's new spice jars, which are airtight and they have an amazing seal. So these look fun to have in the pantry. These will look amazing. Also, looking at the display, they're thinking of replacing it with these bottles. We're very excited to use this in your kitchen.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's see. Thank you. My whole aesthetic and philosophy is it has to be clean, it has to be clear, it has to be precise. It's how I do the journalism. There was actually a reel we were working on for the news about how microplastics that you use to heat things in the microwave, or if you use plastic bottles to drink water, that microplastic actually finds its way into your brain, and how all human beings have a certain amount of microplastics in their brain right now. It was terrifying. And then, I went into the kitchen and I was like, oh my God, how much plastic do we still have? After I'd already changed, all of the dabbas and everything else, there was still, if you start to look for it, you'll see the plastic is in everything. There are some things in the kitchen that are stainless steel, which is how my mom used to do it, which is how I like to do it. So there are wooded cutting boards, there's stainless steel dabbas in which I like to keep, some of the ration, some of the, the dals and things like that. So I'm very, attached to that stuff. But there's still a lot of plastic in the kitchen that I would like to switch out or get rid of. And the sort of conversation with Borosil started from there, where we got in touch and we were having this conversation about how it is super important right now to be more aware of how much plastic is in our kitchens. And not just in your water bottles or, not just in your microwavable stuff, but also in how you store your food, whether it's in the fridge, whether it's in the freezer, all of these other things. So the conversation stemmed from there and, they decided to come and take a look. I was born in Chikmagalur and I grew up in Bangalore. So lots of open skies, lots of green spaces, lots of coffee, a lot of home food. A lot of time that was spent with my mom was spent in the kitchen. So whenever I do cook, home comes out of it. I, cook. We make a lot of traditional Mangalorean South Indian recipes. So obviously the thing I miss most about Bangalore, apart from the weather, are the people, my friends, a lot of family that still lives there, the food, the cafe culture, the pub culture, the fact that people in Bangalore have a lot more time to just grab a cup of coffee and chat and talk. I understand traffic has changed a lot of that. ये सब मेरे किचन से निकला पक्का बाहर से नहीं लेके आए ठीक है लेके जाओ My God. Okay, so I was really careful about this, but obviously not careful enough because that much plastic just came out of my kitchen. So hopefully we found adequate replacements for all of this stuff. Still a little embarrassed, but apparently there's plastic hiding in all your kitchens, guys. Go take a look. So actually it was in Bangalore when I was 18, I decided to be a journalist and somehow that was a bug and I couldn't shake it. And since then, it's all I have ever wanted to do. But obviously it's not the only role I play. I'm a daughter, a mother, a wife, a small business owner or a startup, an entrepreneur and a journalist. And I think the tricky thing is to be able to switch from one to the other without it sort of taking over or without that switch, losing yourself in that switch in some way. And the thing that journalism has really taught me is that if you prepare enough, you can control the chaos or at least control how the chaos affects you. So I think that's the philosophy I run my entire life with. I try and prepare as much as I can. I try and sort of micromanage outcomes as much as I can. Be prepared, for different things that could come out of different ways. My kitchen's also run that way. Fundamentally, I like to keep it clear, simple, prepped, ready. So really the way I run my career is also the way I run my life.
So Faye, are you ready for the rapid fire?
Yes.
Your go-to morning drink.
Coffee.
One word for single-use plastic.
Poison.
Funniest thing your kid said on a shoot.
Have you done your homework, Mama?
Your most trusted utensil.
I like the mortar and pestle where you basically make your pesto and you crush all your spices. That's my favorite thing.
A song that gets you moving.
Lots of music. I have a different playlist for working out, a different playlist for dancing with my kid.
Your cheat meal guilty pleasure.
I love to have sushi. If we're cooking at home, roast chicken with potatoes.
One household hack that you swear by.
Everything goes back in its place and everything has to be kept neat.
One household chore that gives you zen.
I like folding my son's clothes from the time he was born because these little tiny t-shirts and tiny socks, and we started this whole pile of kids laundry and you fold it up into small little packets. I really love doing that.
Most favorite family approved cooking combo?
Fish curry rice, roast chicken and potatoes. My husband is Maharashtrian, so we do a fair amount of Maharashtrian food as well. So there's dal bhat, parathas, so it's actually right now multicultural.
What is more scarier? Breaking a news alert or an empty fridge?
Empty fridge.
Biggest myth about journalists that you would like to bust?
Right, so people think that we don't like to have fun. We have fun. And also people think that journalists make a lot of money. It's not really true. At least the ones who are honest don't make a lot of money.
Famous personality from the past that you would have loved to interview?
So my hero has always been Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was a judge in the Supreme Court in the US, who's passed away a few years ago. I would have loved to interview her.
First thing that you read in the morning, headlines, WhatsApp, or a coffee mug quote?
Headlines.
Newsroom debates or one-on-one interviews?
One-on-one interviews, always.
Your last laugh. What cracked you up recently?
So my son is really funny. We shouldn't ask him, what did you do and what did they teach you and what did you eat? In fact, you should tell about your day. And after 2 days, I would pick him up and he would turn around and say, so Mama, what did you do from the time you dropped me off? Tell me everything. And it sort of became this reverse thing and it was really funny. It caused me to laugh quite a bit.
Best advice your dad gave you as a journalist?
My dad would always tell us to just go by what my conscience tells me is okay or not okay.
The last show that you binge watched?
Sex and the City.
One change that you would like to suggest for our planet?
Manufacture less plastic.
Power outfit on an important day?
A jacket and comfortable sneakers.
Now a tricky one. Can you read any of your son's poem or a rhyme in your own news anchor style?
A mouse took a stroll in the deep dark wood. The fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good.
Your favorite health juice, carrot or beetroot?
Idyantar Western. Always beetroot. Bye, Siddhi Alva. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. I love it. And this is exactly what I had in mind, right? It's clean, it's clear, it's easy to maintain. Oh, beautiful. You know, these are all products that I had no idea Borosil makes, right? So I'm so excited. Borosil makes pressure cookers.
Yeah, we do.
This is the air fryer you were telling me about.
Yes.
They're really beautiful and they feel really nice. Is this a whole liter?
Yes, this is a blue liter.
Oh, this is my favorite part. So I think the biggest learning for me has been I always thought Borosil was lunch dabbas.
Okay.
Now I've realized that you guys do so much more. So I'm super impressed with all of the products. Thank you. Wow, this is amazing. I had no idea that Borosil was making all of this stuff. Well, it's not about perfection, really. It's about course correction. And clarity begins at home, one small change at a time. Thank you, Borosil, for helping me reconnect with my kitchen. Well, if this kitchen revamp has inspired you, take the first step and click on the link below. Who knows? You might be next.